Yes or no?
I object. I will address.
Answer the question.
I want to address other issues as well.
You're in contempt of court. Put him in jail.
He's back again, this time appearing before Judge Lisa Martin, the same judge who first dealt with him at the start of all this. Keep in mind, he does have serious charges pending, but that's not the reason he's currently in custody. Right now, he's in jail because he was held in contempt of court. Let's jump into it.
This is 210736FY, State of Michigan versus Frank. Is it Mishu?
Michaud, I believe.
Michaud, thank you. Your appearances, please.
Judge, I'm not sure if we're waiting for the prosecutor, but on Mr. Michaud's behalf, I would say that I'm not sure if Mr. Michaud wants me to continue to represent him. I think he's expressed previously that he does not want me to continue to represent him. I'm happy to be here as some sort of standby counsel, but I prefer that Mr. Michaud sort of speak to whether I'm representing him or whether he intends to represent himself.
Give me one moment so we may get the prosecutor's appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mohammed on behalf of the people, P86771.
Thank you. And Mr. Michaud, your name for the record, sir.
I am the beneficiary of the Frank Anthony Michaud Jr. estate, making a special appearance, not general, and I appoint you as my trustee for the record.
And Mr. Michaud, were you able to hear Mr. Sullivan indicate that he is standing by as shadow counsel?
I heard him.
Okay. This case is scheduled this morning for PCC. How are we proceeding?
I'm here challenging the jurisdiction for the record, ma'am.
Judge, the people are prepared to set a preliminary exam in regards to this matter.
Mr. Michaud, you're able to raise that at the exam date, the allegations that these events occurred at Detroit Metro Airport, which is located in the city of Romulus. Are you ready to have the exam scheduled, sir?
I'm not here to
Mr.
have an
Michaud?
exam. Still trying to wonder why we moving forward with even having an exam, especially after not having, by the due process, even having a probable cause hearing.
Did your time in custody not teach you anything? Judge Oakley already explained this before you were sent to jail. You're at a probable cause conference right now. You haven't even reached the stage where a full probable cause hearing would be required. That's what today's pre-trial conference is for. And the state has already said on the record that they're not offering you anything. They're completely ready to move forward with a trial.
It's probable cause conference, sir, at which time the parties will indicate if they're ready to proceed to exam, if there's a plea or a waiver or some other resolution. So at this time, the assisting prosecuting attorney has requested that an exam be set. Are you prepared to have the exam scheduled?
No, as me here challenging the jurisdiction for the record, I want to put on the record that once the jurisdiction is challenged, the court cannot proceed when it clearly appears that the court lacks jurisdiction. The court has no authority to reach matters, but rather should dismiss the action. That's Mello versus US for the record.
And sir, what is it that you find, what is your allegation regarding the jurisdiction?
Well, what is the jurisdiction that the court is operating up under, ma'am? The Sixth Amendment.
The court has already,
Mr.
Michaud, the court has already indicated that the allegation is that this event occurred at Detroit Metro Airport, which is located in the city of Romulus. Are you indicating that this event that brings us here to court did not occur in the city of Romulus?
Well, I would like to know what jurisdiction is this court operating up under so that I can properly defend myself and represent myself for the record. So the Sixth Amendment grant me the right to know the nature and causes of these actions. So I would like to know, what jurisdiction are you operating up under?
Sir, what the file indicates is that there's an offense dated February 23rd, 2021. And again, that the case happened at Detroit Metro Airport, which is located in the city of Romulus. That is a jurisdiction within this court's parameters. So that being the case, would you like to have an exam scheduled?
No, I would like to have, under what jurisdiction are you proceeding with, so I can properly defend myself?
Based on how he's acting, it's difficult to imagine how he handles everyday life. You're being charged with having a firearm despite having a prior felony. And the incident took place at an airport within the city of Romulus. Because of that, this court unquestionably has the legal authority to handle your case and your decisions.
I've said it three times already, Mr. Michaud. If you have indications or information that the event as alleged did not occur in the city of Romulus, I'll hear it at the exam date.
That's not a jurisdiction. The jurisdiction has to either be one or two. Is this common law or admiralty jurisdiction, or is, for the record, you gave me a location,
Mr. Michaud?
a jurisdiction.
Mr. Michaud, respectfully, what we'll do this morning is either schedule an exam, adjourn the PCC, or waive the exam. One of those three things.
Well, the law requires proof of jurisdiction to appear on the record of the administrative agency in all administrative proceedings. That's Higgins versus Levine. So I still would like to know under what jurisdiction, so that I can properly defend myself, not the location. I need to know what jurisdiction is this court operating up under.
Mr. Michaud,
it wouldn't be a violation of your oath of office to tell me.
Mr. Michaud, for probable cause conference, and I'm sure that you've heard this before, we're doing one of a few things. We are scheduling the exam, we're adjourning the PCC, or we're waiving the exam. How are we proceeding?
We can't proceed until jurisdiction is proven on a record, so that I can fully have an understanding of what's going on. I still don't understand what is going on without jurisdiction being proven on the record.
You're taking part in this hearing while being held at the county jail, which means that every time you respond or address the court, you're confirming its authority over your case.
What don't you understand, sir?
I don't understand what jurisdiction are you operating up under. I have the right to know. And are you denying me my right to know what jurisdiction are you operating up under? Because it is your constitutional oath to let me know what jurisdiction it is that you are operating up under. And you still have not yet.
This is the 34th District Court, Mr. Michaud.
That's not a jurisdiction. That's not a constitutional jurisdiction, ma'am. Is this common law or admiralty? Is this criminal or civil?
It's a criminal case, sir.
Okay, if this
It's
is
a criminal case where it's alleged that you were a felon in possession of a firearm and that you carried a concealed weapon, that's count 2, and then count 3, felony firearm. Those are the allegations. I've given you the 3 counts in this matter. I've given you the date of the offense, and I've given you the location of the offense. We can do one of 3 things this morning, sir. We can adjourn the PCC, we can schedule the exam, or you may waive the exam. Which would you like to do this morning?
I want to have my rights given to me, and my right is to have the jurisdiction of the court. That's just for the record.
I've already indicated to you, sir, what the court is.
Is this common law or admiralty? That's the only jurisdictions that we can, that I know of. You still haven't acknowledged neither one, and I still don't understand what's going on. Until you acknowledge one or the other, we still haven't got jurisdiction on the record.
Mr. Michaud, do you intend to represent yourself in this matter going forward?
I would like to know jurisdiction so I can properly proceed to present myself properly. I can't properly present myself or defend myself without knowing what jurisdiction that you're operating up under. And you said it was criminal, so if it's criminal, and for a crime to exist, there must be an injured party, a corpus delicti. There can be no sanction imposed or penalty imposed on one because of this constitutional right. So if this is a criminal, where is the injured party? Who have I injured? I have the right to face my accuser, face the one who is bringing these allegations against me, ma'am.
Mr. Michaud, if you wish to be able to defend yourself and hear witnesses against you. The court is happy to schedule the exam. Is that what you're asking this morning?
No, as I appointed you as my trustee, I demand that you dismiss these actions for no corporate select tie, no proper jurisdiction, for no proper crime, injured party.
Mr. Muhammad, your response to Mr. Michaud's request that this case be dismissed.
Judge, the people's position is we would object to dismissing this case on the basis of lack of jurisdiction. As you mentioned earlier, this crime did occur in the county of Wayne, and thus we do have jurisdiction.
There is no jurisdiction without an injured party, for the record. So I would like to face the injured party for the record.
And Judge, my response is, then we should
Yes, sir.
then I believe we should set this for a preliminary exam.
I object to that, ma'am. You cannot proceed without jurisdiction being provided on the record. And you being my trustee, for the record, ma'am, you have to dismiss this case as I demand, for the record.
Your request to have this matter dismissed is denied. Mr. Michaud, my question will remain the same. Would you wish the court to schedule an exam? Do you wish to waive that exam and have your case bound over to Third Circuit Court, Frank Murphy Hall of Justice? Or do you wish to adjourn the PCC? Those are your options this morning, sir. They're going to stay the same.
I would like for jurisdiction to be provided for the record, and that if not, I demand dismissal, for the record.
This case will not be dismissed, sir. Would you like the exam scheduled? Would you like to waive the exam, or would you like to adjourn the PCC?
Again, jurisdiction for the record. You cannot proceed without, when once jurisdiction is challenged, again, the court cannot proceed when it clearly appears that the court lacks jurisdiction. The court has no authority to reach matters, but rather should dismiss the action. That is Mello versus US.
Mr. Michaud, this is the last time that I will say this. I've indicated to you that this court is the 34th District Court, that this case is criminal in nature, and the allegation is that it occurred at Detroit Metro Airport, which is located in the city of Romulus. If there's something you wish to present, you may do so at the exam. You may present your motions at the exam date. So do you want an exam? Would you like the case to be waived? Or would you like to adjourn the PCC to confer with Mr. Sullivan?
No, I would like for this case to just be dismissed because the lack of providing a proper jurisdiction would make it seem like there is some secret jurisdiction being held against me without me knowing, and I don't consent to any jurisdiction that you have.
That's not how it works. The court doesn't need your personal approval to have authority in your case. If it did, anyone could break the law and then claim they didn't have to answer for it.
I reserve all my rights, for the record.
Understood. And that being the case, Mr. Sullivan, is there anything you'd like to add, sir?
Judge, I don't know what to say. I'm not sure that that I still have authority to represent Mr. Michaud. I will say that Mr. Michaud has made his arguments, a couple times, and I think that the arguments have been, or the motions have been denied. And I've explained to him that those motions, his arguments are preserved on the record, and that he maintains the ability to appeal any denial of his motion to dismiss. He would be able to appeal that first at the circuit court level and then up to the Court of Appeals. So I've done my best to advise him of his rights to continue making that argument. I will also, I think the court may already be aware that Mr. Michaud is not in custody on this case. He's in custody on a contempt of court that Judge Oakley sentenced him to back at the end of January. So I don't know that there is, unlike clients that are in custody, a reason to expedite the setting of the preliminary exam. So I really, I want to defer to Mr. Michaud's stated interest, what it is that he wants to do with this case. I've given him advice, and I don't know what I can do beyond that. Again, I don't want to create any conflict in my representation
And Mr. Sullivan, the court wasn't asking you to. The court has heard Mr. Michaud's arguments. The record has been made. Your statements have been preserved, Mr. Michaud. And at this time, the court can do one of two things. We can schedule you for an exam next week. We have space available next Wednesday, the 28th. We can adjourn this matter for another PCC next Wednesday morning at 8:30, or you may waive your exam. Your response is one of those three things, please, sir.
Well, my response, I want to ask you a question. Are you honoring your oath to the Constitution today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I accept your oath, and upon you honor your oath.
Then, Mr. Michaud, no. I've answered your question. I've now given you your options multiple times. The court has other cases. Are we scheduling an exam for next Wednesday? Are you waiving your right to have the exam? Or would you like another PCC next Wednesday morning at 8:30 so you have time to consider your options and how you will proceed in this case?
I demand a dismissal for lack of jurisdiction.
Your request to dismiss the case is denied. Judge Martin has shown a great deal of patience, but his lack of cooperation has reached a point where it's more productive to end this discussion and return into custody so he can think about the impact of his choices.
Your request is denied, sir. The record's preserved. If you wish to appeal that decision, you may do so in writing properly filed. Again, exam, waiver, or adjourn PCC.
Dismissal for the record. I demand that you dismiss this you cannot move. Once jurisdiction is challenged, the court cannot proceed for the record, ma'am.
And Judge, for the record, the people would like to request a preliminary exam. There will be no plea offer. We did already have a probable cause conference in this case, so we are prepared to move forward, Judge, just for the record.
Marianne, is there space next Wednesday afternoon?
Yes, Judge, at 2:30.
I object. Court cannot proceed without jurisdiction for the record. Jurisdiction has not been provided for the record so that I may.
Mr. Michaud, the court has responded and provided the appropriate information to you. The exam will be scheduled for next Wednesday, February 28, 2024, at 2:30 p.m. in person here in courtroom number 1. If there is a motion that you want the court to consider, the court will take it up as a preliminary part of the exam.
I object.
Anything else, Mr. Mohammed?
Nothing from the people, Judge. Thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Michaud?
I demand for a dismissal for the record. Court cannot proceed without jurisdiction being provided for the record, and yet you still continue.
Your oral motion having been heard and denied. Anything else?
Why are you denying to put the jurisdiction on the record? Why? I just want to know why. Why are you denying?
I've done that, Mr. Michaud. I've done that. I've asked you multiple times how you would like to proceed with this conference. You refuse to answer the court's question regarding how we're proceeding. The prosecution has requested an exam. The court has scheduled an exam. If there are things that you wish to take up preliminary next Wednesday, we will take it up before the exam starts.
I'm not prepared. Do not wish to have a preliminary without me knowing how to defend myself under which jurisdiction. So it's still a violation of my rights, my due process. You're moving forward without telling me which jurisdiction so that I can properly defend myself and represent. Civil and criminal procedures have different jurisdictions, and I need to know which one are you operating up under now. How could you?
You do, Mr. Michaud. The court's answered the question multiple times, and the court deems this matter concluded. I will see you next Wednesday afternoon.
All right, that brings us to the end of the video. It looks like the next time we'll see him will be at his in-person probable cause hearing on Wednesday. The same hearing he keeps claiming he's not getting. Even though it's clearly scheduled, he's simply misunderstanding how the process works. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If not, feel free to hit dislike. And don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss any upcoming videos.